House Atreides. The noble house of Atreides, scions of kings, gods, and legends alike. This great people is descended from Atreus, Greek god of war, and King Agamemnon, ruler of Mycenae and storied warrior of the Trojan War on Earth. Like their forebearers, members of House Atreides are born rulers. Their green and black crest a shining beacon of the galaxy. They are viewed as friends of enemies, but never discounted and rarely unconsidered.
We are House Atreides. There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray.
For generations, they called the planet of Caladan home, the third planet in orbit around star Delta Pavonis. Much of its surface is covered in vast oceans, allowing for aquatic ecosystems to flourish. During the Duchy of House Atreides, terrestrial agriculture thrived, as did fishing industries. It was considered a time of prosperity on Caladan. In the year 10,191 AG, in the waning days of Duke Leto Atreides' rule, House Atreides was charged with taking control of the desert planet Arrakis, forcing Duke Atreides, along with his son and heir to the title Paul Atreides, to lead a massive exodus from their ancestral home on Caladan. The Atreides takeover of Arrakis ended 80 years of tyrannical rule by House Harkonnen and sparked conflict between the two great houses that persists to this day.
Atreides! Atreides!
House Harkonnen. For centuries, House Harkonnen was a house minor, not possessing the ruling power required to be considered amongst the great houses. Yet even as a house minor, they were afforded a vote in the Landsraad Council, and over time, House Harkonnen was able to increase its influence by maintaining a stronghold over the whale fur market. The labour practices of House Harkonnen have long been called into question, accused of unethical behaviour in the service of maximising production while minimising cost. Over time, their wealth only increased. Their home planet, Giedi Prime, also suffered under the industrial ambitions of House Harkonnen, as resources were depleted and the atmosphere damaged to the point of slowing photosynthetic processes planet-wide. In the year 10,110 AG, House Harkonnen was finally granted a fiefdom on the desert planet called Dune, elevating them to a House Major. On Arrakis, House Harkonnen was tasked with mining the spice, which they did to great effect, sacrificing the well-being of the native Fremen people to increase profit and production. For years, they controlled the precious resource of spice under the command of the tyrannical Baron Harkonnen, bolstered by his nephew, known as the Beast, for his violent ways. The Baron ruled mercilessly, but in the year 10,191, House Atreides was sent to take over. The Harkonnens did not embrace the transition, and the two houses remain in conflict, even today. The Bene Gesserit. A powerful force, both politically and spiritually, the Bene Gesserit are a sisterhood of skilled and highly trained women with expertise in a wide array of fields, including espionage, theology, and sciences. While they possess deep knowledge and wisdom, they also wield physical power with unique fighting tactics known as the Weirding Way, and a powerful vocal skill known as the Voice. In fact, Bene Gesserit who have mastered the Voice can bend any person to their will.
Come here, kneel.
The Bene Gesserit possess many additional powers related to their physical body, giving them complete control of their reproductive system, their breathing, and their metabolisms, allowing them, for example, to render toxins harmless. One of the Bene Gesserit's missions is to fulfill an ancient prophecy, creating a unique being that will lead to the betterment of all mankind. They do not sit idly by and wait for this superior being to appear, but rather they take an active role. For thousands of years, the Bene Gesserit carefully cross bloodlines to create this superior being. They call this chosen one the Kwisatz Haderach, the first male Bene Gesserit.
For thousands of years, we've been carefully crossing bloodlines to bring forth a mind powerful enough to bridge space and time.
One member of the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica of the Atreides, is thought to have prematurely taken this task upon herself against the wishes of the Bene Gesserit Reverend Mother. Using the Gom Jabbar was the first step in uncovering whether her intentions were fruitful. Despite their enigmatic motivations, one thing is clear. The Bene Gesserit have their own agenda, and anyone who has dealings with them would be wise to remember it. The Fremen. It is impossible to speak of the Fremen without also speaking of their home world of Arrakis, for much of their culture has been built around adapting to the harsh environment of their desert planet. The scarcity of water on Arrakis makes this world uninhabitable for anyone unable to adapt. The Fremen have evolved in this hostile environment, the lack of water leading to great conservation skills and a near worship of this life-sustaining substance. A core tenet of Fremen beliefs is that any given individual's water does not belong solely to them, but rather to the entire tribe.
What wealth can you offer beyond the water in your flesh?
The Fremen have also developed a wide array of technologically advanced equipment to help them thrive on Arrakis, such as the still suits they wear to conserve and reclaim water from the body. Making their homes in the natural caverns of the dry planet, called Sieches, the Fremen share their world with sandworms, commonly referred to as Shai Hulud. They consider this immense creature a tangible representation of God, and their relationship with it is a key component of their culture. The spice found on Arrakis is a significant part of the Fremen diet, contributing to their blue eye color, universal amongst them. The Fremen largely seek to maintain distance from outside political machinations, but this is not always possible, as evidenced by a storied meeting between Duke Leto Atreides and a Fremen leader known as Stilgar. Heir to the house, Paul Atreides would later meet with Chani, a member of Stilgar's Siege. With their tight-knit communities and specific rites and rituals, it is a significant challenge for any outsider to be fully embraced by the Fremen. The spice melange. On the planet of Arrakis exists a substance so valuable, so rare, and so necessary to our way of life that countless people have toiled, bled, and even died to harvest this natural resource. It is the spice melange, and control of its production grants immense wealth and power to whichever house claims it. One of its most common uses is space travel, for without spice, navigators would be lost amongst the stars. It also contains vast health benefits and mind-altering properties, making it a key component of the diet and culture belonging to Arrakis natives referred to as the Fremen. Said to taste slightly of cinnamon, spice is also highly addictive. One of the greatest challenges to the harvesting of spice is the Shai Hulud, or sandworm, native to Arrakis. Dangerous beasts, they lurk beneath the surface of the dunes and attack at the slightest tremor from above. But these creatures are also integral to the production of spice, as it's excretions from their larval form that allow spice to exist at all. With all this wealth buried beneath the sands of Dune, it is no wonder that conflict plagues this unique land of spice, and will likely continue to do so even into the future.